Your brain finds a face in about 130 milliseconds. That is faster than you can consciously decide anything, faster than blinking. Roughly a seventh of a second, and a dedicated patch of tissue on the underside of your brain has already sorted the entire world into face and not face. So you'd think a face with nothing on it would just register as nothing. A blank. A wall. It doesn't. Look at this one. Go on. Try to read it. You can't. And whatever your body just did in that half second of trying, it wasn't boredom and it wasn't confusion. It was alarm. Because a fanged thing is a threat, and a threat is a problem with a shape, and a problem with a shape is something you can run from. A faceless thing isn't a threat. It's an error, and your nervous system has no exit route for an error. The patch of tissue is called the fusiform face area, a lump of cortex behind your ear that does essentially one job, which is shouting face. Neuroscientist Nancy Canwisher mapped it in 1997 and found it firing for faces far more than for houses, hands, or anything else you'd care to name, including faces that aren't there. Wall sockets, car grills, burnt toast. So, what's actually going on when the face is blank? Here's the first thing to understand. Detection is only step one. Your fusiform face area shouts face and immediately hands the signal downstream to regions that read gaze direction, expression, and intent. A whole social prediction engine that exists to answer one question. What is this thing about to do to me? A smooth face passes the first check and then starves the second. The alarm fires. The answer never arrives. Here's the deeper layer. Of everything on a face, your brain weights the eyes most heavily, and there's a reason that's specifically a human problem. You are the only primate with a visible white sclera, the bright field around your iris that broadcasts exactly where you're looking. Every other ape hides it. Ours evolved, on one leading account, for cooperation, to let your bandmates track your attention, which means you were built by natural selection to always know whether you are being watched. Take the eyes away, and that certainty doesn't degrade gracefully. It goes to zero. This gap has a name, the uncanny valley, coined by the roboticist Masahiro Mori in 1970 to describe the dip in warmth we feel towards something almost human. And I have to be honest with you, nobody has settled why. Some researchers argue it's prediction error, your face system flagging a violated expectation. Others say it's pathogen avoidance, an old disgust reflex for a body that looks wrong. Others say it's a reminder of death. The dip itself doesn't even replicate cleanly in every study. The hole is real. The reason for the hole is still an open argument, none of which means something is wrong with you. That flinch is not a malfunction. It's a system that was tuned to be loud rather than accurate, because a creature that startles at nothing survives, and a creature that shrugs at something doesn't. You are not broken. You are just very, very good at faces. So look at it again, the smooth face, and notice that you're still trying, still running the routine, still waiting on an answer from a surface that has nothing to give. That's the noppera-bo. That's the hooded man. That's the thing at the end of the hall with no eyes. Every culture built one, because every culture had the same hole, and none of them ever needed teeth.